And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Oxygen Not Included. Well, we've pumped out pretty much all the hydrogen here. There's just a little bit left up here, and I turned the pump on, and it really didn't pull this. I think it actually pulls it from this square right here. Either this one or this one. I thought it might pull from the top, because that's kind of what it looks like. But I'm thinking it pulls it from these because it didn't really do anything to lessen the amount of hydrogen in these top tiles. So yeah, I'm digging into this coal here for no particular reason. Power-wise, we're doing okay. But I think the next spot we're going to start pumping from is right up here, because there's some hydrogen, but there's also a lot of polluted oxygen around here, and I want to try to get rid of as much of that as I can. And we've got a little bit of chlorine. Yeah, chlorine is definitely lighter than carbon dioxide, but heavier than oxygen, because this is kind of right in the sweet spot where it's at. And there's a lot of CO2 that these things are trying to process, but they're running into just a little bit of chlorine. So yeah, this whole system is off, has been off for a while, and it's actually cooling it off in here. You can see the carbon dioxide, you can see how it's swapping back and forth there. So letting this just sit in here with really cold pipes has made a big difference. It is definitely cooling it off. And here you have the hydrogen and gas pipe even out. So they're both at minus 5.2. And same here. But then the insulated one, you can see the ambient air is not taking anything. So the gas pipe is, still the same temperature as the hydrogen, but not as warm as right here, because it's in an insulated tile. So there's very little heat transfer between the two. So we're going to come up here, go to plumbing, get a gas pump. Which one do I want to put it on? It doesn't really matter. So let's do that again. Gas pump right there. Oh, let's make sure it's okay. Gold amalgam, that's what I want. And there's really no gas pipes that I have to worry about in this area. That's all liquid plumbing, so we can overlap the two. But we will need power. So let's go heavy watt wire. And we're going to go up with this. It's quite a lot of those. I've got lots of gold amalgam, though. I've been mining it off and on here. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we just ran out of gold amalgam. Well, we got a bunch waiting for us over here. So let's grab as much of this as we can. And I want to do the same down here. Just like that. And that should get us quite a lot of that stuff. Yeah. Good old Harold is helping us out. Ooh, yeah, I can rename Harold. I've got another Patreon. So last one we had was Cup of Coffee. And so, Harold, you're going to get renamed to the Epic Engineer. Awesome. Good old Harold. Oh, it's time for bed. So, with that, looks like I've got all the wire run, and now it just needs the gas pipe. So, we're going to run this. Let's see, if we can't go straight through here because it would actually carve out the land in here. But we can, if we come down here, over here, down to there. Okay. Down to there, and then We want to go straight over. I'm going to go down to here and then straight over into there. And some of this is not reachable. You can see it's not reachable. So we need some bridging in there. These are reachable. All of those are reachable. Let's make sure all of these other ones are reachable. All these should be. Okay, good. So now there's a whole lot of pipe they can place. And it looks like we are dug into where the coal is, which is really nice. That'll help us in the long run. And what's everybody doing? Okay, well, it's almost time to turn this back on, let this run a little bit longer. And these batteries, these two here, were overheating something fierce. Because they were covered with water. Their water was really high around them. And it seems like that caused them to start overheating. Looks like they've calmed down a little bit. They're still pretty warm all the way across. We've introduced a lot of heat into this biome right here. It's amazing that this stuff hasn't all melted in here yet, just because we've been generating so much heat. Especially down in here. Like, why? I could put like a tile, a gas permeable tile in here and see if some of this superheated oxygen would come through, but this is all carbon dioxide, so I want to put like a pump down here and then pump it right into this, and that might help move out some of this carbon dioxide, because there is still a lot of it in here. How are we doing with... Okay, gas pipes are going in slowly. Oh, this one is still unreachable. I need one of these two to finish. We got lots of stuff going on here. But this should pull all this material right up into it. So the hydrogen that's up here, this polluted oxygen, and these things are just ready for more polluted oxygen. I would have liked to had some ability to pump, I don't know, pump some oxygen out. That way it could pump a little bit more polluted oxygen in. But who knows if that's any good. See, it's not pumping because it needs this last one. There you go. Okay, now it should be pumping just fine. And let's see what it's pumping. Oh, no, wrong overlay. Okay, that is hydrogen. And then polluted. Yeah. Lots and lots of hydrogen up in here. So yeah, I cleared this out so some of this could come up here. But there's way more polluted oxygen in here than there was in this one over here. So this will keep this thing very, very busy. Plus it'll use a little bit of power on my other system. Yeah, you can see that this is pretty stable, but this is switching back and forth, which tells me the square that it's taking out of is right here. Not up here. Oh yeah, vacuum, you can see. Pulling all this air out. A little bit. I really don't like how they change the gas overlay. I really like the old one. Okay, now we've got some polluted oxygen coming in. I really wish I could get rid of that sound effect. I don't like that sound effect playing constantly. Building me up a lot of hydrogen in the system here. That's what I want. Look at all that polluted oxygen. Look at all that polluted oxygen in there. Holy cow. That's a lot. Okay, we can stop picking up the clay. You're letting out all my oxygen here. Okay. This stuff is just pushing out the clay really fast. Hopefully these two can process all that polluted oxygen in due time. How are my hydrogens doing? Ooh, we are backed up right into here. I'm gonna need to enable that building here again soon. Alright, look at that. This was all polluted oxygen in here. It's pulled all of that up. Now it's pulling all of this stuff up and in. Thankfully getting it out of the meal area, because this was really saturated with it. It's so good. It's so good how that works. The game is awesome for this kind of stuff. Oh, a little bit of hydrogen here. Now I could use this because chlorine will sink like quickly. So as soon as this is processed, quite a lot of all of the material that's in here, especially this band of polluted oxygen that's right here, it might not make it up through here though. It might not. And that would be a shame. But it should, I mean, it should pull it in. It's definitely dragging. You can see the pressure differences here. So it should be pulling it in. Ever so slowly. Look at all that polluted oxygen. Ooh, yeah, we've got a lot of it here now. Oh, stop with the clay. Okay, can I lock this door? Please, lock it quick. Yes! Excellent. I was hoping I could lock it without anybody being in there. It's good. It's good that I was able to do that, because that would have been a pain to fix. Oh, it looks like, let's see, hydrogen, 549 grams. Then we got one extra spot right there for a little bit of extra. But I want to get some of this chlorine down here so it can start to cool off. Because once I re-enable this is all going to go through these coolers. And some of this stuff as well. Ooh, look at that, carbon dioxide. We've got some liquid, no, solid carbon dioxide. That's awesome. We've got some dry ice up in here. So yeah, some of this is really cold. Look at that chlorine. Liquid. Ooh, yeah, we got some liquid chlorine up in here now. Awesome. Okay. So, yeah, we've still got a lot of polluted oxygen in here. And we've got a ton of clay that I'm putting up here for now. For my hatches to... Because they are... The dirt that I put in here, that was 20,000 kilograms of dirt. And they have eaten almost all of it. Which is... That's pretty crazy. So 8850 is left. And then this one was the same sort of deal, and it's 13,000. He eats 100 and... What does he eat at once? It's hard to see. I don't know. I don't watch him that closely. All right, we are definitely pulling this polluted oxygen bubble up into this. I could accelerate that by closing this off in here. I don't really want to yet. I'm leaving this open so I might be able to move my hatches up. I want to be able to move them up into here to have like a final spot for them. And then this guy, I don't know if I'll ever be able to move him because he's just kind of hard to move. So I'm going to actually grab a little bit of this coal. And I want my best digger on that. So yeah, I want my Tris Titan on that job. That way we get the absolute most bang for our buck with Tris Titan. And for some reason he is depositing polluted ice. Yeah, and I'm out of algae as well, and I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any in here. Ooh, there's some right up here though. Not a whole lot. I doubt I'll be able to hit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be able to dig this one, but not these two. That's unfortunate. And we're revealing a little bit more of the map here as we dig up. So we got some algae in here. There's a bunch of it over here. There's all of this is also algae. But we're gonna need to figure something out there. Plus it's kind of smattering in around the jungle biome here. There's quite a bit of algae in here. Plus all of that slime I can distill down into algae. But that's quite the process. How's my Weezewort doing? Look at that. We've got it 72 degrees down here. And just a hop, skip, and a jump away, it's a lot hotter. Look at that, 106 way up here. Hot air definitely rises. How is my... Oh, these things don't have any more filtration medium. But it got rid of... Oh, man, the vast majority. The vast majority of that polluted oxygen. That's awesome. And we are slowly pulling up this thing here. What slows it down is the oxygen in here is not ideal. Okay, so we are close to maxing that out. Oh, these are all ready for harvest already. And these are ready for harvest. Nice. That means I can... Yeah, I'm gonna plant here. Because I have to actually destroy these. This is the last harvest for these because we are low. We are low on mealwood seeds. Edibles are doing okay. I can't forget to do these uproot. Who's tired? Cup of coffee is tired. How dare you? Work. So this should be really... Yeah, see, this is really lowering the pressure in here. So it's helping push all of this other stuff up there, which is nice. And the algae farms, see, they're all my algae farms are down for the count right now. Okay, so we're gonna need a couple. We're gonna need a couple ladders up here. There we go. Lots of coal. That'll help us a little bit for a little while, anyway. Where is this water coming from? Okay, we need to mop this up. Looks like it's dripping from somewhere. Oh, no, that granite, obsidian. Fortress Titan. He's my digger. I should really limit him. I don't want him to mop. Gasnard is getting a workout here. He's my cook. Yeah, and I disabled this other fridge because it pulls a constant 120 watts. And yeah, that was really taxing my system. Okay, so I got that all done. Looks like this ice is about to melt. And how is the geyser is doing great. This thing hasn't overheated at all. That ice melted in here, thank goodness. I'd love to put some more ice in here as well. Might as well unlock this. I mean, it's pretty hot up here, and this water is not exactly cold either. But it's a lot cooler. Once this ice melted down here, this 20,000 kilograms of ice, it really cooled this water down. I mean, this water was way hotter than 112. It was, I'd like to say, 150 or so. Oh, no power. That's fine. No power. It can open manually. I just don't have this switch on, which is fine. I could. I don't really want to turn it on. We've got plenty of polluted water up here. Speaking of polluted water, I'm thinking we're going to want a fertilizer maker. So let's go to refinement. Fertilizer maker. Uses polluted water to produce fertilizer. Okay, requirements. Polluted water, power, effects, fertilizer, heat, and decor. Okay, so it doesn't output anything bad. That's good to know. Does it output? No, it doesn't. Okay. They keep trying to put in polluted something over here. Oh, right, this bubble of polluted oxygen has just about reached it. So we're actually producing some right now. And we've got lots of coal. And we've got some algae now, finally. So these should be... Okay, these are still waiting for delivery. Is this guy going down? Oh, good. Get a little bit more. Oh, excellent. They needed some. All right. Looks like we are getting close to the end here. I want to dig up the rest of this coal that I can before I start on this other stuff. All right. Well, this polluted oxygen is almost gone. That's a very good news. And it should be getting processed over here. And I can, I'm going to auto this just so they can come in here, grab the clay that's in here, and then resupply the air deodorizers with some sand. We still have plenty of sand. Alright, well that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.